The biggest question. All of us sitting here want to become success in life, right?
Yes.
So how one can become success in life? To understand success, one thing we should understand is there are so many results happen on this subject. How people are becoming success. In a survey it says that a doctor becomes success in running a big firm. He is a doctor by profession, completed MBBS, but he is very successful running a big firm which is having more than 50,000 fixed. An engineer, success in business, he is running a chain of hotels. He studied engineering, but doing a business of chain of hotels. Like that they identified 100 successful people in the state of Kerala to understand how they are becoming success in their life. 80% of them, hi, welcome Thomas. You want to hear my story? So 80% of the successful people have not completed their degree. That means some of them were just passed out 10th, they are very successful. Some of them just passed 12th standard, employing more than 10-20,000 employees. All these people are successful. From that they identified one thing is that education contributes for your success is only 20%. But all of us well educated, but we should realize that what we learn from school, what we learn from college, what we learn from many places, for success is only going to contribute 20%. Knowledge is very important, no doubt about it. If knowledge is 100% creates for success, then all the professors in the country should be very successful people. In reality, it is not. So what contributes 80% for your success? They had done another survey, how an employee get a better salary, or how an employee in a company get a promotion. There also 80% of the time it is not because of knowledge. If you look our own company, you can see many people are growing. What is the secret behind that? Is it knowledge? Then R&D people should be sitting in the top because they have enough knowledge on the subject. Still they are not. Knowledge contribute for the success is only 20%. Knowledge is important, it is very much important. What ingredient contribute for your success that make you 80% in your life successful is one thing, that is attitude. Now the big question is, who teaches us the right attitude? From where we learn attitude? Normally we learn attitude from young age, from parents first, from relatives, from friends, from the society. Is it a good attitude what we get? That is a question mark. Because from young age we are bombarded with negative attitude. Young age, അപ്പം നമ്മ എന്താ പറയാ, പഠിക്കാതെ നടന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ തെണ്ടി നടക്കും. If you don't study, you will not be successful. Instead of that, they could say, study well and you can become a successful person. Most of the time, we hear only negativity. So most of the time, we are tuned to hear negative and we tuned to talk negative. The moment you get up in the morning, all the newspapers covers the front page, big heading, what it will be? 90% of the time it is negative. Because people love to hear negative. That's why they put in the front page. If there is a raid, if there is some killing, it will come in the front page. If you send a rocket to Mars, it will come in the third page. Nobody bothers. People love to hear negative. But that will pull you down from your success. So first thing you should understand, to create success is to create positive attitude. So the question is, We are most of the time hearing native. We hear native, we think native. Once we realize that this is not bringing growth for us, we can gradually change to our positive thoughts. How to become positive? That is a big billion-dollar question. How one can become positive? To judge oneself, to understand whether he is a positive personality or a negative personality is very simple. Each and average person sitting in this room will have many thoughts from the day morning. It continuously comes in your mind. We call it self-talk, talking inside your brain. An average person is having more than 30,000 to 40,000 thoughts per day, or we call it self-talk. If you start tracing that thoughts or talk, if 80% of your thoughts or talks is positive, you are a positive attitude personality. If 80% of your thought is negative, you are a negative attitude personality. It's a very simple to trace, because most of us are not realizing this much of thoughts is going continuously in our brain. It is. So what do you think? Whether positive or negative? In this moment we can think there is a great opportunity in Hykon now. It's a tremendous opportunity for each one of sitting here to become success in your life, because we are talking about an ambitious growth plan from how much? From 72 or 76 crores to 196 crores. It's not a big, it's not a small thing. It's a very, very big. Think about the opportunity in front of this kind of growth. This kind of growth, what we are talking about, from 20 crores to 76 crores. This growth can bring many opportunities in this Hykon itself, no doubt about it. The only thing, whether we are visualizing and looking forward to have that growth in ourselves. For that, the most important is that we have to create a positive attitude in ourselves. How to create positive attitude? Many times we have seen that somebody is coming with a new bike or a new dress. She comes with a red color. Most of the time, what we tell, this color I wear color mola. We always look at the negative side. If we come with a yellow bike, what do we look at it? Oh, this color bike land wear color. So we always look for a negative side in anybody instead of looking at the positive side. But once you understand that, these are creating negative thoughts. If you meet somebody in the road or someone you meeting after a long time or in marriages, what they most of the time their elders will come and tell you, Kartu boy, Melini boy, Barani boy, Pette. Instead of that, they can see other things good in you. Oh, well dressed, look nice, smart, anything. But we are tuned to talk negative. That is a realization we should understand now. How to change this negative talk to positive talk. See something good in the other person and talk on that subject. So it's a very simple, it is the choices in our hand to change from negative attitude personality to positive attitude personality. One simple thing, one simple tool that you have to create positive attitude is that. Any idea what it will be? Smile. Smile. Smile simply to create positiveness. But many of us don't know how to smile. That's the reality. Many of you smile at inside. Smile will not come outside. It is because of egos only, nothing else. Smile is a powerful tool. Tomorrow, wherever you go, if you give a beautiful smile, things will change around you, no doubt about it. There are studies conducted in textile showrooms. You can see beautiful girls and boys now in all the textile showrooms. They were asked to do business without smile. You can say how the impact it is going to happen. The sales people know more than 40 to 50%. The same girls and boys were asked to do business thinking that your friends and relatives are coming as customers. They smile, they were so happy, the sales boom. more than 40 to 80%. See, just by smiling, how business grows. So it's a very simple tool of smiling, but nobody teaches us when to smile, how to smile. But I teacher cannot never it's It's trying to be, no doubt about it. So smile has to come from your heart. But nobody really teaching us how to smile, right? We learn from our parents first, then from our relatives, then from our society friends. Many times we smile at wrong places. If you find a friend coming or a known person coming the road, what do you do first? We look at him, we look at his eyes and look down, and look whether he is going to smile, then only we will smile. If I smile and the other person doesn't smile, another some point, my day is gone. You should think the other way. You should be the first person to smile at others. Don't wait. What is the problem in you if the other person doesn't smile back? Instead of being hurt, you can think the other way. Poor fellow, you don't know how to become successful in life. Many times we can hear this when you go to a marriage or a function. It's a common thing we hear. My Nidilya, Churchilya, Kandilya, she didn't smile back. She is not minding me. It's a very common thing, right? So you should be the first person to smile at others, no doubt about it. Your attitude will change. Not only your attitude, the person receiving that smile also will change. Don't bother about the other people who are not looking at you and not smiling back. Don't worry about that. But for senses, it contributes 80%. It means you can smile. So, smile is a very strong and beautiful tool which can use freely. Can we?
Yes.
Sometimes Mother tell me, sitting now, there's a covering the class. Otherwise, they can sit there and see me. Because when we think different, it won't look nice. One day, when I coming in, Jyoti was sitting like a dumb face. Normally, she smiles in the reception. Always we have a smiling face. Whenever you think something different which you don't like, your face expression will change. No doubt about it. It's reversible. When you have a bad mood, it will reflect in your face. If you forcefully try to smile, the mood will change. So it's both reversible. The best thing is to see yourself, take a selfie instead of selfie. Every time when you take a selfie, you smile, right? Think about the other times how your face will look. It is horrible because if you are thinking good, if you are thinking happiness, it will come automatically in your face, no doubt about it. But most of the time, our face will not be looking nice. So the best thing is that put a mirror in front of you, see how it will look. Each time you look at it, you will smile. Now companies, they put mirrors in front of the reception because each time everybody wants to see a smiling face. The moment you look at the mirror, you smile. Otherwise, it's so horrible to see our face, how it will look. Sometimes, without your knowledge, take a photo and see. Ask your friends to do that. So smile is a very beautiful tool which can be used for the success, to create a positive attitude. When a friend of yours calls you, he may be around 500,000 kilometers away. From the first hello, can you judge whether he is in good mood or bad mood? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Just hearing the voice, the other person is able to judge whether you are in good mood or bad mood. Why? Because when you smile and talk, the frequency will change. The other person can dictate. Then think about a situation when you go directly to the customer in front of him. He is not only hearing your voice, he is seeing the whole body. So you can make a lot of judgments of other person even through phone. So next time whenever you take a phone and make a call, give a beautiful smile to yourself and say hello. It will make a big difference. Particularly in call centers, when they make call to the customers, whatever mode they may be, it will be transmitted back. So each one of you, when you call customer or call your family members or call your wife or husband, wife make a forceful smile. If there's a mirror in front of you, give a smile and call. She will get a surprise or he will get a surprise. So change, that will be the tremendous power of smile. We should learn to smile now. So next time when you go out from here, make sure you will be the first person to smile at others. But the moment your egos grow, the moment we get more egoist, our smile will come down. Because we think that smiling is weakness. In reality, it is the opposite. When you smile, you will become more powerful. The reason is that the people who have confidence can smile. Others can't smile. When you go to a customer, if you don't have confidence inside you, you can't smile. Then you smile like your air hostess, creating a flash adding over tick. The customer can easily identify because every one of us can easily identify when a person come to us without confidence. So a person to create confidence is most important. That's where the knowledge is important. When you talk about a subject to a customer, if you are not having enough knowledge, the confidence will not come. If there is no confidence, you cannot smile. If people are, when you go out, why you are not able to smile? When I told my wife, smile everybody, she told me, I'm not telling that you smile with everybody. You smile, reasonably good smile give. You'll get one smile, many will not respond. I had a neighbor next to my house, a doctor. I never seen him smile. He came back from UK. He died, so I can talk about his field. Every morning, if this house in front of my house, the moment I look at him, he turns face. So even if I turn face, I will smile. Every day he goes to church. I wonder what he go and pray. When he come back, I will be going for walk in the morning or jogging. I will call, good morning. He won't bother. He will turn. 3 times, 5 times. He was supposed to. I was wondering. I took a challenge. Let him wish back. How many times he can avoid? After that, he started telling and smiling. He is wishing. The entire society was thinking, what happened to the doctor? He is only talking to you, smiling at you. I told my wife, you smile. See, what is the difference? After some time, she also told that doctor started smiling back. People are like that because they have a lot of things in their mindsets. But if you are willing to change yourself, you can bring changes in your society, in your surroundings. So don't wait for others to react. You should be the first person to give. Smile. Can we give?
Yes.
Go back. It's a good, beautiful. It creates success in life. It's one of the most ingredients for creating positive attitude is smile. You can see where there is smile, people will gather. There's one of the leadership quality you can see now, all the politicians are smiling and going for asking vote. Why? Because it creates a lot of positiveness. So one thing is to create success in life is to create positive attitude. To create positive attitude, we have to learn to smile. It is a learning, no doubt about it. How you learn things? You have to repeatedly do morning. Make a class for yourself, how to smile. In front of the mirror, you can smile, beautiful smile. Some smiles will not look good, but it should be. The good thing is that, in whatever mood you are, many times we can see people mood will continuously. If you are in a bad mood, the moment you take the phone, it will be going and talk in the same bad mood to the customer or to the colleagues or whoever this. To change this, simple thing is that think about a situation where you had tremendous happiness. In whatever mode, close your eyes, think about it for 10 seconds. Your mood will change. Because when you forcefully try to think a happy mode, your facial expression will change. Because there are more than 130, these muscles will change and it will create a happiness in front of you. And when you talk, it will be different. Otherwise, you are in a bad mood. If you had a fight with your family members and come back to the office, sit in the same mood, talk in the same way, it will be very irritating for the other person. Instead of that, every day we have a lot of fights with many people, different reasons. It can be changed. Close your eyes, experience a wonderful moment in your life, then attend the call or talk. It can make a big difference in the way you meet people, and they will give a lot of respect when you start doing like this. It is easy to talk, right? Is it easy to follow? Easy to follow? Make sure it's not easy, but if you take it as an exercise, you can start doing that. So one is the positive thoughts, and many times we do a lot of training programs. Many times the end result, I give a message, end result is that I smile at all girls because Arvaranda, I love it to so you can take the right things. What I mean is that you always look at the best points to take instead of the negative points to take. I'll give an example of what has happened in Christo Medical College. A doctor is against the alcoholics, he is treating alcoholics. Many of them were having a lot of damaged kidney and liver cirrhosis and all. This doctor thought that talking is not sufficient because the patients will not hear. So you want to show pictures and things because it can capture easily. So what this doctor has done is that he called around 100 drunkards who are alcoholics. They were assembled in a hall like this. All of them are sitting. This doctor wants to give a lecture. This alcohol is not good. Nobody will hear. So that what he done is want to show an experiment. He brought a glass of water. The nurse brought the glass of water, and the doctor asked for a earthworm. And the nurse brought the earthworm, and the doctor put the earthworm into the water and showed that it is happily swimming in the water. Earthworm is happy. See, earthworm is enjoying water. Now he asked the nurse to bring the spirit. He brought the spirit. Nurse brought the earthworm, another earthworm, put into the glass of spirit, concentrated spirit. What will happen? Within few seconds it disintegrates because it's a strong acid. So doctor told, from this what you understood, because alcohol means spirit. One gentleman in the back told the doctor, if you drink alcohol, no more worms in your stomach. So if you drink alcohol, no more worms. So the message people take differently. So in this, at least in this training program, let us look at the positive side of that. Stop looking at the, all are positive. So we have to capture the right things. Now here, attitude is very important. We have to look forward. One is to create a positive attitude. For that we should understand ourselves, how we think. How many of you heard about law of attraction? As I told earlier, everyone is having self-talk, right? Thinking. Continuously thinking. What we are thinking, you should understand that what we are thinking is not remaining in our brain. It is not in your head alone. Each thought is a vibration. Means each thought is having a frequency. Each thought is a electromagnetic waves. Like a FM transmitter, it's transmitting waves, electromagnetic waves. FM means frequency modulation. Everything is having wave, everything is vibrating in this world. So, when you have a thought, that thought is not only remaining in your head, you are a powerful transmitter. You are transmitting your thoughts to the infinite world. Earlier, we think that it is in our head alone. Now the technology has gone to such a way that Tomorrow there can be an equipment where I can tune and hear what machine is thinking. That is possible. Now if you have a receiver, you can tune how many radio stations you can hear here. Now it's possible you are intercepting that frequency and able to hear. Tomorrow, we can also have an equipment to intercept your thoughts and hear. That is happening now. Because each person, when you think, it is not remaining in your head, you are transmitting, it's having a frequency. When you think positive, it's a different frequency. When you think negative, it's a different frequency. You are a powerful transmitter, like a FM transmitter. You are transmitting. So the thought is not remaining in your head, it's a transmitter all over the universe. Now, technology has gone to such a way that we have implants on your head, small tablet thing you can put in your hand. And when you have a thought, switch on the light. This thought is analyzed from the pulses from your brain. And this implant will switch on or communicate with wirelessly to the computer, and it can switch on the lights. Not only lights, the entire equipment in your home can be switched on with your thoughts. See the power of thoughts. So now your thoughts can be interpreted. The thing is that as per law of attraction, all the religious books follow the same principle. Whether it is Quran, whether it is Bible, whether it is Bhagavad Gita, to always talk about what? Your destiny is created by your thoughts, right? What it means? Your destiny is created by your thoughts. What you think you will become. Why they are talking about this? Because your thoughts is electromagnetic waves which is sending out from your head to the infinite world. You have learned tuning fork. Experiment, have you learned at the school? Different tuning fork will have different frequencies. And if there are 100 tuning fork in this room, and out of that if I select one, which is having a specific frequency, and I trigger it, the same frequency tuning fork will start vibrating. We call it sync of waves or sync of frequency. So same frequency will sync. Like that, if you have a thought and it is having a frequency, when you send this frequency to the infinite world, what is going to happen? The same kind of frequency is there in plenty in this universe, it will get synced. What gets synced will attract in your life. That's the basic of law of attraction. When it is told in the religious book, because of faith, people follow that. But when you analyze scientifically, there is a reason behind it. Because what you think you attract in your life. That's why all religious books says that think only what you want in life, because that will come into materialize in your life. That's why what you think you will become. So thoughts are very powerful. It's not remaining in your head alone. You are transmitting and you are attracting. If you look at people, many times people think what they don't want in life. Look at yourself. Am I thinking what I want in life, or what I am thinking is what I don't want in life? 80% of the time, 80% of the people think what they don't want in life. Because if you want money, and most of the time people think about money what? Think about the money where you don't have money, or you are having the situation where money is not there in your hand. What you are really thinking? You want money one side, but you are thinking the situation where you don't have money. So what is going to attract in your life? You will be attracted in life the same situation where you don't have money. So the poor people will always think about I don't have money, and they will never have money in their hand. If you want money, what you have to do? You have to think good about money, be happy about money. The moment you touch money, you feel good. Another, when we see the neighbor having a car, we will get an attack. When we see wealth, we will feel that. അപ്പോൾ ഇത് കള്ള പരിപാടി ചെയ്തിട്ട് ഉണ്ടാക്കിയതോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ദുബായിൽ അന്ന് ഏത് വണ്ടി കയറി പോയിട്ട് ഉണ്ടാക്കി കൊണ്ടുവന്ന എൻ്റെ അപ്പൻ എൻ്റെ അവിടെ കഞ്ഞി കുടിച്ചതെന്നുള്ള കഥകളെല്ലാം ഇറ്റ്സ് കോമൺ. So thing is that very simple. If you want money, if you want wealth, The moment you touch, even if you are giving 50 paisa to a beggar, feel happy and give. The moment you feel happy, things will be different. Because it creates the same incidents in your life. So, when you touch money, if you feel bad, the bad situation comes repeatedly in your life. If you want money, if you touch money, you feel happiness and the money will come in your life. Very simple tool. Can you follow what I am saying?
Yes.
So if you want wealth, if you want success, you have to think about it. Many times we can see students going to exam. When you ask somebody, what he is saying? He is saying that I am not studying. He is triggering to your brain that he is not making, the same thing will attract in your life, the same thing will happen in your life. So whatever you want in life, you have to think about it. Instead of what you don't want in life. If you want to be happy with your family, think situation where happiness is there. Instead of that, most of the time coming back to the office, think about what has happened, going back what I should do, that will attract again your life. So if you want happiness, think happiness. If you want money, think good about money. There are a lot of experiments happened on this subject. Many times you can see, you can try this also. There are people when they put a bike or a car in the parking, what they do? They will check again, thinking that somebody will steal my bike or car. Is it law? What is thinking? Somebody is going to steal, so he is making assurance that the bike is locked properly. So what is transmitting? Stealing. Somebody is going to steal. Through that road, another thief is coming. He is thinking what? He is thinking for stealing one bike. Your thought and his thought will sync. The moment he sees your bike, he will get attracted. He will take it. So how the thought process is happening? There are a lot of studies asked the thieves, why you choose this color bike or this bike from 100? Why you choose this one? It is having a strong lock, even then you choose this. No sir, it's attracted. That's the only answer. You don't know why I chose that vehicle. Many times they don't have an answer. The thing is that what you think, you attract. If you go from here to Shuraun, getting a parking space is very difficult. In a town, most of the towns, getting a parking space is difficult. You can try this. Law of attraction, what it says, what you think you attract in life. Before going to the town, before starting the car, think about a situation where you are going to get a parking space when you reach there. What you are going to think? You are going to think about getting a parking space when you reach there, before starting. And be thankful for that. And feel happiness, thinking that it's already got. 99% of the time when you go there, you get a space. Or the moment you reach your car there, somebody will pull out from the parking and you can park there. I've tried many times. But many times we forgot this repeatedly to do this. So what you think you attract in your life, no doubt about it. That's why all religious books says that now a scientific side is getting more and more clear. It's not in our control. The control is happening from our thoughts. For that we should understand about how our body works. How many of you have direct control on your body parts? Or how many body parts you have direct control? What do you think? How many body parts in your body you can directly control? Legs, hands, to an extent, some can, they can put the ears also, flap, tongue. Only 0.1% or less body parts you have direct control. Right? Less than 0.1% of your body parts you can control directly. All other parts are working perfectly. Like heart, lungs, pancreas, stomach, kidney, everything is working. Who controls that? Who is controlling the other body parts? Thomas? Who controls? Brain controls our other body parts. Now the question is, yes, brain is like a hard drive which is like in a computer, which drives. Computer have a software. Now the question is, who controls the brain?
External.
What?
External.
External. Who controls your brain? MD is controlling your brain? Thoughts. Is it? Who controls your brain?
Subconscious mind.
Subconscious mind?
Thoughts.
Thoughts? Yeah? Thoughts. Thoughts? Brain is controlled by mind, no doubt, brother. Our brain is controlled by our mind. In mind we have two parts. One is conscious mind and subconscious mind. But studies say that your brain is controlled by your mind. Where is your mind? Where is your thoughts? If mind is controlling your brain, the question is, where is your mind? Everybody is talking about conscious mind, subconscious mind. Where is this? Till now, in universe, nobody knows where mind is. Something it is an aura around your body. Something it is there in every cell of your body. So mind is clear. Now nobody knows where mind is, but mind is there. To understand the power of mind, you should learn NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, how our mind is getting programmed. For that, we should understand about one thing is that whenever we meet our past president, always talk about what? Dream. Whenever we meet the young people, we talk about dream. To understand what is the dreams, for that we should understand about how our mind works. For that, they conducted an experiment. A big university called for volunteers. The task is that they will be keeping a piece of iron rod on your hand. When you have a burn, you have to explain in detail about that burn through your 5 senses. Understood? The task is, they will put a hot iron rod on your hand. When you have a burn, you have to narrate your experience in detail through the 5 senses. Understood? So 10 volunteers came in. And the university in that research program, they were asked to sit in a row. All the 10 people who came as volunteers were asked to sit in a row. In front of them, they kept the burners, flamed it. Iron rod was kept on top of it. It became red hot. So all of them were asked, are you ready? Everybody was told that we are ready. Because they are going to get a amount or incentive for that. Everybody is ready. So instead of placing this hot iron rod on their head, they were put into hypnotic state. What is hypnotic state? They will switch off your conscious mind and switch on your subconscious mind. What is mind? Mind is having 2 parts. I'll just go. This is a little difficult to understand. Maybe many of you can understand very fast. Mind have 2 areas. One is conscious mind and subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is not in your control. Conscious mind will talk about lies, wrong things, everything they can talk about. That is in your control. If you want to say something, you can, conscious mind will speak. That's why in this, they will talk, open up your subconscious mind will ask you to talk. Have you done this in your suggestion, in your notice stage?
Narco test.
Narco test. Not that test, your conscious mind will be switched off. Like this, in this experiment, they switch off this people's conscious mind and told, are you ready? Everybody told that, yes, we are all ready. Instead of placing the hot iron rod, they put a piece of ice on their hand. But everybody started narrating about an experience of a bird. I can hear sound, smell. They talk in detail about a bird. Why? Reason is that we can understand, because what they saw in front of them, they believed. What's going to happen, they believed, because they saw with their own eyes what's going to happen. They heard what is going to happen. So with eyes, with what they heard, they believed that they are going to have a bird. But in reality, they put a piece of ice. But the subconscious mind become very clear what's going to happen. They narrated about a bird. That we can understand. Once you have a belief in your subconscious mind, it will come out. But after the experiment, out of 10, 4 of them were having blister formation on their hand. Out of 10, having blister formation, blister follow. How a blister can form when you place a ice on your hand? That was another research has been done. How blister can form? When you place a ice on your hand, will blister form? No. But in this case, the blister was formed. They done a research on that subject again. They understood one thing is that when your subconscious mind is very clear about what is going to happen, this will send a command to your brain. When your subconscious mind is very clear what is going to happen, it sends a command to your brain. Once here what is the going to happen here? When you put a hot iron rod on your hand, you are going to get a burn, right? So the subconscious mind sends a command to your brain that a burn is going to happen. The brain sends signals to entire body parts saying, a burn is going to happen, act. So the entire body acts against a burn. Why a blister is forming? It is to protect it from a burn, because it is body fluid. When you have a burn, to protect the flesh from the burn, it is created. So when a strong belief is there, your entire body work on that command. Now the question is how to create belief. Here the question is, we are going to have a tremendous potential for each one of you to grow. For that you have to set goals and create belief. Very simple. All of you can think about what you want in life, set goals and create belief. This is what we are going to do today. By the end of the day, you will create beliefs what going to achieve. For that, we should understand about one thing is that we have a lot of wishes in our life, right? How many of you have goals in life? How many of you are very clear where you will be in next 5 years? And what kind of things will be? One person is there, 2, 3, 3, 2. Good. For that, we should understand is one thing is that a boy had a quarrel with her mom. This boy started walking from house. He don't know where to go. He fight quarrel with her mom, with his mom, and he started coming out from the house. So he came out from home and started walking. He was wondering where to go. It was not clear where to go. He was walking, and he reached, after 1 hour of walking, he reached a junction. He got confused which way I should go. So there was an old person sitting on the junction. So this boy went to the old person and asked the old person, Papa, where I should go? Then the old fellow asked the boy, where you want to go? The boy told, I don't know. Then the old fellow told, whichever road you take, no problem. If you don't know where you want to go, whichever road take, doesn't matter. If I ask you as a task today, I'll give you 5 hours. I will give 5 hours. You have to travel by bus. That is one task. I will give you 5 hours. You have to travel by bus. What you will do? What you will do? Yes?
Decide where I have to go.
Yes. So if I give a change the task and tell you, You have 5 hours to reach Coimbatore. What will you do? What is the difference it will make? First task, I ask 5 hours, asking you to travel by bus. Second task, as you rightly said, I am giving you 5 hours again and asking you to go to Coimbatore. The difference is that if I said Coimbatore, the moment you know where Coimbatore is, how to go there, where you do, you will go to the transport bus stand, look at the bus, name board of the bus, where the bus is going to Coimbatore side, right? Next, what you will do? One is name board, next.
What time it will reach?
What time? Because you have a time in hand, that is 5 hours. So you look at for fast passenger or express or a little express, which can take you to Coimbatore in 5 hours. So two things you look at it is, one is the destination and second is time. What type of bus you are going to enter. But when it comes to life, we don't know where we are going. That means after 5 years, if you don't know where you want to reach, it's like entering into a bus without looking the name board of the bus. Wherever the bus take you, after 5 years, you are dropped in Patika. You think that nothing is there for me in this Patika. Another friend took another bus. He reached in 5 hours in the Techno Park. He become very successful in life and getting a wonderful job there. What you will say? Mine is faith. Fate, not faith, faith. He got a good bus. He was lucky. But we should understand that fate and luck is created by us. For that, we should make a very clear direction where we want to reach. Otherwise, it is difficult to reach there. That's why Dr. Abdul Kalam always talking about dream, dream, dream. So, first, we should understand what to dream, when to dream, where to dream. Here today, what we are going to set is setting goals for each and everyone. I want you to have a paper and pencil with you. This experiment we have done almost in 2005. I'm going not that on that time. We had a core group members on that time and done this. So we'll do the entire team again. What you are going to do is you have to write down the goals in life. Before that, I will give you a simple things again. How many of you have wishes? Everybody will be having, right? Anybody there without wishes? Like all of you are having wishes. Now, what is the difference between a wish and a goal? What is the difference between a wish and a goal? Right?
Time target.
Time target. Anybody knows? Time target. So we'll make it very simple. Everybody is having wishes in our life, right? If I say it is my wish to have my own house, it's a wish, right? How to make it goal?
2020, I will buy it. That's
Yes, the moment if you put a time frame for that, by 2020, that is in another 1 year. So the statement has to be changed from my wish to have a house. Instead of that, if I say I am going to have a house in next 1 year, it's become a goal. Very simple. The moment you add time with your goal, with your wish, it become a goal. Very simple thing. Whatever wish you have in life, add time for that, then it become a goal. Why it is important will come again. So what we are to do is that first we should know what we want in life, right? One is in personal life, second is in professional life. What you want to achieve in this year, what you want to achieve in next 2 years, what you want to achieve in next 5 years. Can we think about that for I'll give you 10 to 15 minutes? So that, because this has taken, when this same question asked to me, I am very clear about that. When I asked the same question to our team, at that time I am talking about 2005, 90% of the people in that team team was not knowing clearly what they want. Everybody is ambitious, but they are not very clear what they want. What you want in life, whether you want a house, whether you want a car, whether you want a marriage, beautiful wife, old wife, young wife, whatever you want. Instead of that wish, how to make that wish into a goal. So what we have to do right down is, I'm not taking and going to read it out. First, you make it two portions. One is what I want to achieve in personal life, in my life, next 1 year, 2 years, 3 things you can write. That is in personal life, I want. If you don't have a house, think about it. You have to think big. Thinking big and thinking small, the effort is same, right? Then why not we think big? So, instead of thinking small, think big. So what we are going to write is, write down 3 things what you wish will make it a goal. You put a time frame. In 1 year, what I want in my life, in my personal life. Second, what I want in 3 years, what I want in 5 years. 3 things you write in your personal life. 3 things you write in your professional life. Next year, I want to become a manager. Write down. If you want to become empty, write down, not down. Whatever you want in next 1 year, 2 years, 5 years. 3 things in your professional. Think about a salary instead of thinking small, think big. Everything is thoughts. Comma, write down. 3 things in your personal life and 3 things in your professional life. 1 year, 2 year, or 1 year, 2 year, 5 years. You have to sell them. So in vacations, I usually go there and stay there. I always love to travel, go out. So it was a great excitement for me to go there in vacation because there is a small temple to next to our Swami. That temple is having a big celebration and festival on that time. Thousands of Swamis will come down. It is a big hysteria. They put shulam through that, through here, put hole and it will come out this side. Put lemon on both sides. I wonder how these people who are doing without any pain, no blood comes, no pain. It's all done on faith. Another big visual treat is that these Swamis will walk on the red hot charcoal. Fireworking. How many of you seen fireworking? Many of you seen. Most of the old temples, they have this concept of fireworking. So, as a small boy, when I was in 7th standard, when I go there, it's a wonder for me. Swamis in all this kind of dress with a lot of they will look like a yellow because they put a lot of manjal inside. So this Swamis will walk on the red hot charcoal. As a small boy, I will wonder how this is possible. So I asked my dad, can I also walk? He told, you have to go and go down and become a Swami, then you can walk. So at that time I was thinking how to become a Swami because I want to walk on that fire. So one day, watching that, it's a big celebration. Red hot charcoal is laid out and people are watching. The Swamis started coming with the band mela, music, sound. They started walking. Great amazement. While walking. After that, in between there was an interval. People are putting music and all. I saw a small boy going very close to the fire. There's almost a 52 100 feet length. It's almost 3 or 4 feet width. So they will walk on that. This boy walked from that left mom and started moving to the side of that. People are not allowed to come very close. Seeing mom after that, mom see this boy there near the fire. The mom called his name. Hearing the hysteric voice of the mom, the boy suddenly got shocked, started running from there, crossing the red hot charcoal. Seeing the boy running through the red hot charcoal, the mom started crying. The whole crowd started crying. It was like hysteria. I was wondering what is happening. The boy also started crying. The entire crowd is crying. Somebody snatched away the boy. I wondering, wow, he might got a burn. Next day, when I was sitting in the sawmill, I saw this mom and boy coming to the sawmill for collecting the firewood. At that time, this firewood is for that so many people come and collect. So I was wondering, I ran to my dad and asked, he doesn't got any burn. So that is miracle. Many people are talking about miracle. This is a miracle of the temple. That thing happened for that boy. Everybody praying. That is faith. Later I understood that everybody can walk on fire. Even including you can also walk. In National Geography they took us a documentary. Why and how anyone can walk on fire. No need for brother, no need for becoming a Swami. Everyone sitting in this room can walk on the fire. The reason is that this red dot charcoal will not be red for the entire part. Some area it will be red. Other area is covered with ash. The moment you place your leg on that, feet on that, the oxygen to that fire will go. When you place your leg on that, there will form a layer of ash. Ash is insulated, like our water heater. We have puff. Same concept, ash is a good insulator. That is ash clay used for furnace to insulate heat. So this is a very thin layer of ash is formed which will not transmit heat to the feet for 0.5 seconds. So the moment you place for 0.5 seconds, you will not get a burn. So you can walk. But you can't stand. Like that, we can walk on the broken glass. Many of you sitting maybe attended Hykon training program. We conducted the same because it is difficult to put fire, but we put beer bottles broke down and put it into as a... How many of you done this here? Well, many of you done. So this we have done as an experiment in our training program with sharp broken glass. We were asked them to walk. Anybody can walk. But it will be a layer of broken glasses. Like that, if you put a layer of red hot charcoal, you can walk on it. This is taken as an exercise for many of the management institutes all over the world now. Why? To take away your limiting beliefs. What is your limiting belief? When you look at your goal, oh, I wrote because only sir told to write it, I wrote it. I don't think it will happen. This is a limiting belief. I can't achieve. I can't do this. I can't talk like this. I can't achieve my target. This is so big. These are our limiting beliefs. How to take away this limiting belief is the success in you. That's why these management students are asked to walk. Because there are so many limiting beliefs which is put in your subconscious mind when you are from young age. It is coded in your mind. So it will remain as a limiting belief. You have studied this much, you cannot become this. You are a technician, how you can become a DGM? So we'll think, oh, I am only a technician, how I can become. So that's a limiting belief. So this kind of beliefs can be changed in few seconds after this kind of exercise. When you touch fire, what is the belief you have? Burn. Here, when you walk and touch and walk, you are not getting it. So a belief can be changed very fast if it is not fact. Reason is that many beliefs are not true. You can touch fire. We had an experiment in this hall. I don't know how many of you attended that. We had a touching the fire, swallowing fire. How many of you attended that program? Really? Yeah? Oh, 1, 2, 3 only. We should do that. We bend a cotton. We want to take away all these kind of beliefs from our mind. Because we think that it's not possible to change the mindset. It is possible. If there is a willingness, it takes only few seconds to change whatever you believe for the last many years. We think it's not easy to change. So, in this training program, I think that I conducted it in 10 years back? 3, 4 years back, maybe. All of them were given a quota. We can do that if there's a quota. I didn't thought about that. The cotton is burnt. Cotton is given the hand, it was burned, and they can put it in your mouth, burning cotton. Your cotton is ready. That is the spirit. Let him show, let him take an aspirin. So you can swallow flame. Nothing is going to happen. You can touch flame. You can touch flame for a few seconds. Nothing is going to happen. Like that, this experiment is taken to the management students all over the world. From where? From the temples and from the Swamis. Why this Swamis is doing this? They are saying that they have a power to do that. No, it's not the power, it's the power of our conscious mind. Many colleges, when they were asked to, students were asked to work on this, they got so upset. Some of them become unconscious because the fear inside is so huge. Even telling this, they can't come out from that. But they were given hand holding, walk on that. The moment they reach that side, their mindset has changed. Like that in our experiment, we asked many of us to walk, many of them were resistant. No, I can't walk on the broken glass. I think all of that 50 people who attended that training program at Atrapalli has walked on that broken glass. Nothing happened. We can see the hair of cracking glass under our feet is sharp. Somebody is looking where to because everywhere is glass. So it's a scientific reason behind it. We should understand that it's not a one pointed glass like that. There will be 100 glass like this. The moment you put your weight on that, it's spread to many points. So if only one glass is there, it will go inside your flesh. But if there are 1,000 glasses, your weight is distributed. Like that, there are many scientific reasons behind many things. So one thing is that you can take away limiting beliefs from your mind with this kind of exercise. Hope you are understanding? Yes. So it's a very simple tool. Maybe Suthan, come back. We have a 3 o'clock tea or what time? 3:30. So we'll continue. So this nobody told me this kind of things at my young age. At your age, when you get things like this, you grasp on that and work on that, and you can get under answers about this from the internet. So thing is that whatever you written, all of you written your goals, first of all. Anybody not written your goals? If there is any difficulty, there is nothing wrong. Because the first meeting when we conducted in 2005 for our unit heads, team leaders, managers, it took almost 1 to 2 weeks to realize what I want in life. So it's not easy. At this age, many of you may be clear. At that our age, most of them are very young. They are not very clear. Sir, that's only you can write whatever you want. That's a goal. Marriage is a goal. You can write down, I want a beautiful girl. Set goals in 2 years, 1 year. I have seen many of the people saying that I miss my wish to have a girl, but I am not finding a girl, sir. I am 36 now. You will become 50, another 10 years. Still you will say, it's my wish to have a girl. Very difficult to find a girl. My sister's son is a doctor, he has completed medicine, MD, now he is 35. Still, girl, it's difficult to get a girl in US. So much girls are there, man. Find a right girl. You will never find a right girl for you. You set a goal, I will have a marriage in next 1 year, you will get a girl, no doubt about it. So the mindset is that once you set a goal in your life, things will change. We'll come to that, what, how it is going to change. When I was in school, our Dr. Abdul Kalam always talked about what? Dream, right? He talked about dream. But nobody teaches us when to dream, what to dream, where to dream. Everybody is fantasy. We have a lot of dreams in our life. In school, I have an ability called dyslexia. Have you heard about that? How many of you heard about dyslexia? Very few. I had an ability called dyslexia. It means learning disability. This kind of students can't learn like normal students. So my problem is that I cannot learn like normal students. I have a learning disability. At least 20% of students in any class will have some level of disability to learn things. For me, sitting third standard, every kid normally read and write from ABCD to set ABCD. For me, I'll get stuck after 4 words, A, B, C, D. Then it will not come in mind. Students will sing songs of A, B, C, D. I'll get stuck after 4 words. They tried many things, but I was not able to learn. I wonder at that time, what is this happening to my brain? Why God has created me like that? Here comes the villain. Fire walking, you can take it as an instrument. If there's a fire limitation, if you touch fire, then this is, if you touch fire, you will not burn. But you can, 0.5 second you can also hear, but in ash you can stand more. So here he is going to give an experiment, what he has done, what is done. This same experiment, we told that this. Before doing this experiment, we told that you are going to get a burn. If you are not doing perfectly, you can burn your face, you can burn everything. Everybody got so scared, nothing, nobody want to try. That's our mindset. So on that, everybody can do. If you want to try, you can do. Nara try and come. Come on. Last, I will go. Can you put back? Why not? Oh, don't even come. So it's a simple thing, it's not a trick, it's just only, even if you put your mouth is blank, nothing is going to happen. But it's a mindset when we touch. So you can put your tongue out and put the thing burning there, it can burn for another 5 to 10 seconds. So this is simple, like that you can also work on the fire. In many things, it's a limit, we can change our mindsets now. So sitting in the class, for me there's nothing else to do. I always dream. I always dream as there is nothing else for me to do, because this kind of students you can easily identify. Their notebook will not be full, 1. Second, they make a lot of mistakes in writing, spelling mistakes. So you can go through a classroom and see how many students are not their notebook blank. This kind of students can be easily identified. This kind of students is called mandamare or stupids or whatever reason. Now things are changing. At that time, they were treated as buddhas. So for me, I already got a label, so it's easy for me. No need to study. I sit and dream. Sitting in the class. One day, the administrator was working on the veranda. She was looking inside. She is a terror. Sister Balloon. Her name is Sister Baidu. We call it Balloon. She is a fat lady. This sister came inside and caught me in that hand. You are dreaming the class. Yes. Stand up on the bench. Started beating. One side, Dr. Abdul Kalam is asking us to dream. And when we are young, we are getting beaten for dream. So nobody is teaching us what to dream, when to dream, where to dream. So I dream about having 9 companies at a young age. Because in my house there's a big poster of National Geography that the magazine was coming to my house at a young age. So I put that poster on my room, and it is having 9 planets. So I will always dream sitting in the class. I had to go to the class and sit in the class. I will always dream about 9 companies, 1 cinema theater, 1 hospital, 1 hotel. I name each planet's name to each entity. So I sit and dream. In 4th standard, the dreaming become so severe. There's nothing else for me to do. I failed most of the subject. So father and mother was called to the school and told that he can't learn things in school. He has to be put in the same class again. Failed. 4th standard I failed. Happy. Sitting in the class, there's nothing else for me to do. At least I will have 5 to 6 subject that mark. So my mother is a teacher. She want to try again. Bigger, she started, I will make you teach. She don't beat at that time. She put all like this. She tried her best. She failed too. Because for me it's a learning disability is genetic. You read, you by heart, next time you cannot remember. But figures, some figures, this kind of students learn. If I put here A, B, C, D, or if I put a car at that time, car, C-A-R, this kind of students, they look at that, for them it's a picture. Normal students, what it is? C-A-R, it will go to their brain and they can recollect and put it in the paper. This kind of students, we look at, not to go for football, you have to sit in the house and learn things. Nothing is out. Tuition teacher will come. The same thing is you also doing. Tuition teacher comes now. You want to go out for football. I am very sorry for you, baby. Life repeats. So sitting in the class, there is a tuition teacher comes. Evening, everybody go for football play. I will be taught by the tuition teacher. After the first term, I got the same marks. All failed. Nothing is changing. So the tuition teacher was so upset. She called me and asked, why can't you learn like a normal student? I told her, I don't know. She is repeatedly asking, why you are not learning? What I can say? I was thinking what I should tell her. Only reason I can answer, find a reason is that I told a simple answer. Hearing that, she got upset. After a few seconds, she started crying. I felt so bad. Why she is crying? What I told her that tuition teacher was looking black. So I told you, because you are a black teacher, I don't like to study. She got upset. Immediately she went back to mom and told, you find a fair looking tuition teacher for it. That is the end of the tuition. After that, never had tuition happened in my life on that school days. So sitting in the class, I always dream. I was moved from St. Paul's English medium to Holy Angels English medium, that is in Olu. Somehow I started reading books, comics first. When normal boys read novels, I started reading comics. That's a new school, 2 batches, 5th standard and 8th standard. Pocket money, I go and work in my father's factory. Behind that, we have 100 employees working in that furniture unit alone. So I go there and do the varnishing. Father will give me 2 rupees. 1 hour, 2 rupees. The privilege is that you will get a cup of coffee to drink, because in my house only milk. So that's a great, whenever I get time, I go and work there. So pocket money I will get. With that pocket money, I will buy the comics. When I buy the comics, all my friends in the class want the comic to read, because we don't have a library. So I started sharing the comic. Then the thought came in, why can't we collect 1 rupee from each so that we can buy more comics? Everybody agreed. So the concept of collecting money from all started. By 7th standard, I started the idea of Jupiter Library. Library, because there's no library in the school. By that time, many books in my house. So I started my first venture when I was in 7th. I put the name Jupiter, because Jupiter is one of the biggest planets. the first dream is coming true, first venture. I put the name, I had more than 200 students enrolled because big schools there in near my house, and comics, novels, all this. So it was going well. At that time when I was in 7th standard, was into 8th standard, the TVS 50 first launched in India. TVS moped. So immediately seeing that newspaper, I want TVS 50. It was my dream to have my own bike. I asked my dad, can you buy one for me? He gave me a very good statement. I told George also, but they are not able to. He is not able to follow. He told that is old time, this is new time. Father told me, no, you can make your own money, then you can buy. Oh, wonderful idea. I was looking for opportunity how to make money. Instead of 1 hour, even if you work 5 hours, you are going to get 10 rupees a day. 3 years, 350 is TVS 50. Moped is costing 3,850 at that time. Only 3,850. But you maximum get 10 rupees if you work full day. So I thought it's impossible to take, and getting money from library also is not that big operation. At that time, 1 month you get 50 paisa from one boy. So it will take a long years. Then I was searching for how to make money. I asked my dad, I'll clean your car. What? Every day, give me 10 rupees. Then he told, I have a driver, I don't want your service. I started looking for petrol bunk with my father's friends. I go and stand there. Nothing is happening. So on that time, we were going to Chennai. At that time, it's Madras. School 2. The bus was stopped near the Moore market. Many of you maybe know it. It got burned. It was central railway station. Because normally I go with my dad for many trips. There, my attraction is that we'll get old books. So we were waiting for the second show. There was a 1 hour gap. The bus was parked. So we were asked, you can go and have shopping in the Moore market. My interest is to buy books. I went outside with my friends, go and purchase some old books. Looking there are so many aquariums full of fish. To my surprise, there are some plants inside that glass aquarium. I asked how much it cost. As I am going to Tamil Nadu, young age, I can speak little Tamil also at that time. So I asked how much it cost. This fellow told that it's 13 rupees, one plant. This plant is called Amazon plant. In my pond, in my house, I have more than 1,000 plants at that time. It will flower, it will grow, it is like white. I was wondering. I asked him, if I bring a plant, how much you will give? He told, I'll give you 10 rupees. That is the moment I was enlightened. Because 500 plants, 5,000 rupees. My train bike is ready. All the way from Chennai to Thrissur, I can't sleep. I was thinking about the dream bike, buying it, getting it. Coming back home, immediately I started counting. It is more than 600. But I should not be big ambition. I thought that I will take 500 plants, get 5,000 rupees, buy TVS 50 with my own money. I told my idea to my dad. He told that he is making fun of you. Don't think that you will get all this. So I was adamant that I want to go there because he usually have a go in his car at that time. So next time I told I will come with you. Before going, I started counting plants. Lucky at that time we'll have biscuits comes in tin boxes. So counted, took it. My driver at that time is a very old person, not like Wilson. Maybe for you it may be like Wilson. He is very supportive. He helped me fill it. We went to Chennai with my dad. Dad allowed my driver take him to the Moore market and help him. So I went with him. I was so thrilled. Getting 5,000, impossible. At that time, you will get 1 cent land for even 100 rupees, some areas. So it was a great thrill for me. I went there with driver. I carried it to him. Driver helped me. Went to that shop. The person didn't recognize me at all. I said, I brought the plant. What plant? I don't want plant. I got so upset. I told this 500 plants. He told 10 rupees. No, I don't want plants. I started crying. That's like a glass building. Dreams are shattered. See my crying. Driver argued with this person. And he told, stop crying. What I told, 10 rupees? Take 10 rupees and get lost. So he given me 10 rupees and he told the driver, you go to wholesaler, he may take the plants. So the driver took me to a place where it's told wholesaler, he's a professor in fisheries department. He told that, okay, I'll take it is in his house, so many ponds. He told he'll take the plants. But he told 1 rupee I'll give you per plant. So from 5,000 it's coming to 500. Big dreams, reality becomes small. Nothing better. 500 is also big money at that time. I told okay. But instead of giving plants, he told that I'll give you goldfish. Barter system, no money. You give me a plant, I'll give you goldfish. I was so happy again because goldfish cost, I'm pretty sure, 5 rupees. So instead of 1 rupee, I'll get 5 rupees. 500 goldfish, 2,500. From 5,000 at least I can make 2,500. Even then it is near to my goal of previous 50. But you put in a cover, put oxygen, something black dots you can see. I told this is not goldfish. How many of you know that goldfish will be black in color when they are hatched? Anybody know? It will be black in color for your information. The color can turn to gold when they grow. So it was a great learning for me. I told that this is not goldfish. I was upset. I take it with the driver, came back and put in my pond. Nothing is visible. It's so tiny pods, it's black in color. After 2-3 months, it started growing, then red, white, different colors. The students who are coming to my house for taking the books, they wanted goldfish. So I started selling because around 30 to 40 remains, all of them taken away by the frogs. So I started selling goldfish. I got around 100 or 200 rupees at that time, selling what is having in my hand. By 3 months, I got a call from this professor. Dad got a call. He told, you want more plants. No need to come. You can send it by train. You will send goldfish, bigger goldfish to me. And it started happening. And in first year, when I was in 9th standard, I had more than 9,000 rupees in my account. That is, I have a post office account started. I have more than 9,000 rupees. I purchased my TVS 50 when I was in 9th standard. Whatever we are dreaming, it's happening. Consistently, when you dream, it is happening. That's the idea behind why I am sharing this story. So here, after many times, whatever I dreamt at young age, started realizing one by one. And I always thought that I am very lucky. Later, when I study NLP, many of the books, I understood luck is created by you. I even debated luck, Jadagam. I go to Jadagam with my friends, write down what you are going to be, all these things. Later, I understood one thing is that luck and your destination is created by your thoughts. Jadam is a reference, but you can deviate from that to a great extent if your thoughts repeatedly changes or what you want. So whatever I dreamt, great part is realizing, and I felt like now I realize luck is created by our thoughts. That's why I asked you to write down your goals in life. Now, after tea, we'll take these goals to create belief. Each one of you can create a belief that these goals can be achieved. Any belief in your life is created through 5 senses. Whatever you believe in your life. Whatever belief, if you touch fire, if it is going to burn, it's a belief. It may not be a fact. That belief is created through 5 senses. Eyes, nose, tongue, ears, skin. Any belief in your life is created through these 5 inputs. You can only believe which are not real. If it's a real thing, there's not a belief, it's a fact. If you think that this is water, it's not a belief. I don't believe it's water. It's water. It's not a belief. It's a fact. I know. So you can believe only what you don't know. The goals, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen next 1 year. You don't know what's going to happen. So we have to believe that That's why we believe in God, because we cannot touch and feel the God. Only things which you can't touch and feel, you can believe. Other, it's a fact. So God, we cannot say it's a fact. We can only believe in God, because we cannot experience God through our five senses. So what we have to do here is that, whatever goals you write down in your paper, you have to create a belief. How to create belief? Any belief created or any belief to be created is through five senses. Now think that you have put in the goal on a table like this, which is having 5 lakhs. Each sense is 1 lakh and your goal is on top of it. This goal has to remain on the 5 lakhs of your senses that you can create. This goal is going to achieve. For that, the easiest way to achieve your goals is experience the future now. What it means? Experience the future now. What is that? That is dream. Dream about your goal. Think that today is the day we are going to celebrate the goal because you already achieved. Think that today we are going to celebrate when we reach 200 crores. We should celebrate in a very big way. Think that today we are assembled here to celebrate the 200 crore target. The moment you experience that, your mindset will change. You feel happiness. You feel everything with your 5 senses. You can create that. Future, now experience it through 5 senses. It creates a belief in your subconscious mind repeatedly. That is what we are going to do after this tea break. We will take one example of goal, how to turn the wish into a goal, how a goal can be created as a belief in your subconscious mind through 5 senses. We will take one example of one person here and others can follow when you are at your home. Can we?
Yes.
Once a belief is created, then everything will become reality. Anything to happen reality, you have to first be in paper. If it is you are making a house, before to realize it, it has to be in paper as a blueprint. We make a plan. When we make a plan, then we develop. Then in reality it will happen. Like that, in real life, anything happen in your life, you have to experience and make a blueprint in your subconscious mind. Because your subconscious mind drives your entire body. Your facial expression will change. You will see only what you want. You hear only what you want because subconscious mind knows exactly what you want in life. Then it is easy to achieve it in your life. For that, we have to create a belief about the goals through your 5 senses. That is what we are going to do after the break. Hope you are clear?
Yes.
Okay, we'll break for tea. Is tea ready?
Yes.